Right guys, welcome back to Fog Racing for your controversial match review, or should I say race review. Just got finished talking about the Edinburgh Derby, so still a bit pumped up about that, so ignore the botch there. But yes, it was the Singapore race review. And apologies guys for no last to first F1 2019 Codemasters action today. We had technical difficulties over the weekend, poor internet access, microphone's not working. We've had to try and overcome that, but we're fighting through the pain to bring this review to you today. So anyway, let's just say congratulations to Sebastian Vettel. He got the win today, but by fuck did he not deserve the win. And the guy that finished second should have got the win now. The only thing I will say is Vettel, he was kind of robbed of a win in Canada. But at the same time, you can make the point that in Canada, had Hamilton known that Vettel wasn't getting a penalty, then he'd have pushed more and he might have overtaken him. Because you can actually overtake in Canada. Canada's an interesting race, not like this bag of shite Singapore where you virtually can't do anything, especially if you're in the same car. The only chance you've overtaken here is if you've got much fresher tyres, right? You've just made a pit stop and someone's not come in yet, or you've got a superior advantage in terms of car performance, or the guy in front he's got a damaged motor. So that's the only way you're going to get past. So pretty much track position is key here, and Leclerc earned that track position yesterday by putting in a blitzering lap in the last qualifying session. So Leclerc got pole, and that pole should have been converted into a win. Ferrari told him to maintain the pace early on, so he was dictating the pace of the field. He was going slow. I mean, it's not like Leclerc didn't have the pace and he couldn't pull away from it. I mean, Ferrari had told him to keep this pace, and so that meant that he was still, within a catchable distance to a lot of cars behind him, all the top six. He was, in danger of being undercut by all of them. But obviously he thought, well, his team's not going to shaft him, especially not over his own teammate, since he's the lead driver in the race-winning position in the lead. But that's exactly what Vettel did. That's exactly what Ferrari did with Vettel. They undercut Leclerc. I mean, they did pit Leclerc the next lap, but like I said, because they were telling him to keep the pace slow, it meant that Vettel was only about 1.8 behind him when he did undercut, and then obviously he made that up with the fresher tyres. Now, had Leclerc been running at a proper pace, Vettel would have been a lot further than that behind him, and even doing an undercut for one lap or probably two, it wouldn't have done anything. But like I said, because the whole top six were bunched up, an undercut here was crucial, and Ferrari decided to undercut their driver. Leclerc was behind. Hamilton just did the opposite to Leclerc. I don't know why. I mean, maybe Mercedes thought they had a superior race pace.
See, you think of it though, right? You see the whole gimmick of Ferrari pitting Vettel because they found the space between it was Stroll and Hulkenberg, right? So they put him in that gap. If they knew that gap was there, then why didn't they pit Leclerc first?
Now, the only thing I'm thinking is
they pitted him anyway.
If they pit Leclerc first, they might lose out on Vettel. Whereas maybe they thought, Hamilton's not going to come in yet. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, to me,
the way if they pit Leclerc first, right, then Vettel probably doesn't get third. Never mind, fucking a Ferrari 1-2, because Verstappen was pitting that lap, the same lap that Vettel pitted. So if they pit Leclerc, then Vettel's probably going to end up finishing the race fourth. Right. So I mean, I think if that was Ferrari's main aim, and they wanted to try and keep Vettel in front of Verstappen, or if they thought that was the only way they could get a 1-2, I think they should have explained to Vettel, look, you're third here, but we think we've got a strategy that can get you into first, but we need you to give it back to Leclerc. If they could have maybe I don't know, negotiated a deal, I mean that would have been fair, because I mean Vettel on pace wasn't going to get top two.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And you couldn't even if he had pace. You know what I mean? So it was all about qualifying, and he fucked up qualifying. If we look at the Mercedes fucking strategy, a complete fucking retarded. They actually tell Bottas to slow down
because Hamilton was actually going to come out behind him after he made his pit stop, because Hamilton stayed out for quite a few laps later than Bottas. But I mean, I've never heard that in my life. That is ridiculous. And Bottas is going, oh, that's the rule. If I was the lead car, Hamilton would have did it for me. Oh, Hamilton's going to fucking slow down on the track, lose time to all the guys in front, just so you can get... I mean, if that was really the deal, why didn't they say to him, look, Bottas, we'll put Hamilton on a bit of a different strategy here. He's going to come out behind you, but if he approaches you, he's going to be on much fresher tyres, so we need you to let him through.
And he doesn't...
What would have been wrong with that?
See, why didn't he even say to him, do that, and then say, if he can't get past, I want to let you back at the end.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
See this
they don't give a fuck about
actually lap slower, so Hamilton can get in front of you. I've never heard that. I've never seen a team do that in my life.
Do you see when Hamilton came out? Albon was right on the back of Bottas. I mean,
but then again, it's only Bottas has only got himself to blame with his shitebag mentality.
I hate him.
James. You
know,
I mean,
hate him. Like,
so
he's a
I kind of feel bad for the guy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, well.
Speak up. I mean, you're still in the title fight. So he always says, we're still in it, we're still in it. We'll fucking do something about it.
Race, right? And I'm not... Obviously, 62 points, it's very unlikely. But he's probably the only guy that's got, a realistic chance of doing something. He needs to be taking points off Hamilton. And I don't know, man.
Like, I know
slowing
the
down
difference.
So Hamilton gets in front isn't getting points.
Like, the difference between 4th and 5th, obviously it's only a 4-point swing. But at the end of the day, if you believe you can win a title, it's still points.
You need those 4 points.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Bottas could have been... What, so he lost it was 63, and we didn't get fastest lap, didn't he, or did he?
No. Fuck it, no he didn't. He might, I don't know,
64 points.
He's shit.
It's 64 points, it could have been 60 points. So, you know, it is what it is. Yep. I mean, Bottas, to be honest, he's been crap since... I don't want to say he's been... Well, he has been crap since the summer break, but I think it was a few races before then.
He's been crap since fucking...
since Hungary?
No. Has it? I mean, is the last race he won... The last race he won was Baku. And that feels about...
Yeah, I know Hamilton went... Yeah, Hamilton went on to win a load, but Bottas was still getting poles, and he was still finishing on the podium. So even though Hamilton won a lot of races in a row, the gap was still within 30 points. Do you know what I mean? But it seems to be since Hungary.
He bottled Germany. He crashed.
Shit in Hungary.
Hamilton wasn't even getting any points, and he stuck it in the wall. So there you go.
I mean, see the difference between before Hungary, Bottas looked like a guy that was in a championship fight. See now he looks like a fucking a number 2 driver. I mean that's just
that's the norm. You know what I mean, he's just shit. No respect for the guy.
Anyway, what else happened? Max Verstappen kind of had a boring race, to be honest.
Did the best Red Bull could do.
Late on, Leclerc wanted all the nice wee perks to try and get past Vettel, but he couldn't really get any momentum. It was safety car after safety car, and when they eventually did have 6 laps to go, I mean, I don't know if Vettel sort of pulled away, so I don't know, had Leclerc gave up or had he just pushed his tyres too hard. I don't know. Back to Gasly. I mean, Gasly's actually done not too bad since returning to Toro Rosso.
I'd probably say he was driver of the day.
Yeah, no, I'd probably give it to Gasly. Norris was decent as well. Norris.
Nah, he didn't have to overtake him.
I think Vettel got driver of the day, and for what? I mean, really, what did he do? I mean, if you want to give, should it not be the Ferrari fucking strategy guide guy that gets the driver of the day or guide of the day or move of the day or whatever you want to call it?
People are praising the move he did on Gasly. That was fucking retarded. He never took himself out.
See, he's lucky Gasly. Moves it the way to avoid that.
A couple of laps later,
Gasly had the racing line.
I know. A couple of laps later, Ricciardo and Giovinazzi hit each other there. Really, literally similar shit, and both of them got punctures. I mean, that could have easily happened there. And the whole, he needed to build a gap to Leclerc. Oh fuck! There's no chance of them overtaking. I thought the only person who could do overtaking was Hamilton because his tyres are that much fresher, but that never fucking happened. I don't know what happened to MERC. They're shite. Expected a bit more from them. Well, one of them, because one of the other one's fucking dog shit, and I'm done with him because he's a bottle job.
I think Ferrari should have. I think Ferrari should have let Vettel win. Let Leclerc win.
No, they
If
should
they
have.
have any, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. If they've any hope of catching Mercedes, Leclerc has outqualified Vettel 8 races in a row. Leclerc has the last 3 proposed positions. Leclerc has the last, before this race was over, 2 wins in a row. There's obviously a driver here on the ascendancy, you know what I mean? And that guy is Charles Leclerc. So why you would, steal 7 points off him today, I don't understand. But then again, I mean, what can Ferrari do really? Once Vettel's in front, I don't see how they negotiate, Leclerc back in front of him. There's no more pit stops to be made.
And Vettel was never.
I just don't see it.
I mean, he was never. I don't blame him. I mean, it's not his fault. Ferrari fucked it up. You're going to take the position.
I mean, Leclerc's best chance, honestly, was probably when the first safety car came out. If he'd have pitted, he would have lost like. Many spaces would he have lost? Positions?
Fuck, he probably would have been at best.
I think he had a decent game. Yeah, I think that was probably the best chance. If someone wanted to try something, you had to kind of make the pit and put on fresh tyres. Maybe you could have put on like softs, or if not mediums. It would have given you more pace to attack through at the end. But I mean, the rest of the safety cars, there was just no point because the whole field was bunched up. So pitting them would have just put you to the back of the grid. But not a lot you could do. Once Vettel was in front, he was in front, and I mean, he's not Bottas. I mean, you can't tell him to let Hamilton through or slow down so he beats you at the pits. That shit's not going to work with Vettel.
Multi-21
I mean,
set.
Vettel doesn't listen when he's behind. So he's hardly going to fucking give up a position when he's in front. You know what I mean?
Exactly, damn it.
And that is it from the Singapore Grand Prix. Next week we have. I like it when it's back-to-back races within a week. What's the next race?
Russia. I'm intrigued.
Sochi.
I'm intrigued
Russia,
to see
Ferrari.
I like.
And Ferrari, I think, should have that one pretty easy.
I mean, based off this, I think they should have every track. I don't see a track where I wouldn't sit them.
I'd say Sochi's a little bit similar to Belgium.
Yeah.
Here.
In a way, but Belgium is a better racing.
Well, Belgium's
track than
unique.
Sochi.
Belgium's got its own unique shit, but
Sochi's
in the video for this dog gets strangled.
Yes, Vettel wins, but he didn't deserve it, and that's basically it.
They could have summed this race up in 4 seconds, but we decided to drag it out for 10 minutes. Till next time.
Peace, damn it.